Welcome to the Commodore Call. I'm Brynn Foley here with broadcaster Joe Weil, where we are previewing Game 1 of today's doubleheader against the Chatham Anglers at Veterans Field. Now, Falmouth is coming off of a big 3-2 win last night against Brewster, an undefeated Cape League before last night. And today, Chatham is 3-1. What does Falmouth need to do today to keep up with the game?
Well, the big thing is going to be offense. J.J. Matajevic led the way with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs, but Falmouth has yet to score more than 4 runs in a game this season, so they're going to need a more balanced attack in both these games.
Now, as I mentioned, today's a doubleheader, so what does Falmouth need to do today to stay healthy?
Well, the starters are going to have to go a sizable amount of innings. Adam Oehler is going to be pitching the first game. He went 4 innings in his first outing, but they're going to need more from him. Remember, a lot of the pitchers on Falmouth are guys from the bullpen, the relievers, so you're going to need your starters to give you sizable innings to have enough pitchers for both games.
Speaking of pitching, let's talk today's matchup, Oehler versus Jenkins. Tell me about what that's going to bring.
Well, it should be a good matchup. Jenkins had a really good year at Quinnipiac University, 3.20 ERA, very solid pitcher, and Oehler, 2.58 ERA this year, this spring. He had a good first outing, as we talked about in the opener. 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, so they're just going to need more of that. Make sure he throws strikes, and if he does, it'll be good for Falmouth.
Now, we are at Veterans Field. That means an away game, so let's catch up with today's Commodore Minute or so. All right, here we are at the Chatham Lighthouse for today's Commodore Minute or so. Now, the Commodores are away with a doubleheader today against the Chatham Anglers, and broadcaster Joe Weil is going to tell us about today's Commodore Minute or so.
Right now, we're on the elbow of the Cape, and what we chose here for the Commodore Minute or so is the Chatham Lighthouse, which is right behind us. This is not where it originally was. It was actually closer to the water when it was first established in 1808. Samuel Nye was the first keeper. He was appointed it by President Thomas Jefferson. The reason they did it was because the waters here are super dangerous, so they wanted people that were shipping out there to be able to see when they came in, but it's a great establishment. A lot of tourists come here. We just saw a couple come. A great place to take the kids, especially for people who are not familiar with Chatham, so beautiful place. So glad we were able to see it. It's now actually the U.S. Coast Guard station here in Chatham as well, so great place to come, especially for such a beautiful town.
Yeah, thanks, Joe, and that's it for today's Commodore Minute or so. All right, Game 1 is set for 4 o'clock. Audio pregame 3:45 on Ustream. Join us and stay tuned.